Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
Washington Post World.
May 6, 5:15 America, New York. Saudi coalition releases Yemeni prisoners as part of truce. The Red Cross has said that a plane carrying Yemeni prisoners has arrived in the southern city of Aden as part of truce deal between the warring parties.
Washington Post World.
May 6, 5:10 America, New York. Amnesty International. Russia must face war crimes justice. Amnesty International says it has documented extensive war crimes by Russian forces in communities around the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv, including arbitrary executions, bombardments of residences and torture. New York Times World News. May 6, 5 o'clock America, New York. The ocean's biggest garbage pile is full of floating life. Researchers found that small sea creatures exist in equal number with pieces of plastic in parts of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which could have implications for cleaning up ocean pollution. New York Times World News.
May 6, 5 o'clock America, New York. In Hong Kong election, John Lee is running uncontested. John Lee, a Beijing loyalist who oversaw the crackdown on pro-democracy protests, built his career by deepening his contacts within the mainland security services. John Lee, the only candidate running for Hong Kong's top job, announcing his policy manifesto during a campaign event in April.
WorldCBSNews.com.
May 6, 5 o'clock America, New York. Cops find half-ton of cocaine in Nespresso plant's coffee bean shipment. Workers at the plant in Switzerland alerted authorities after discovering a mysterious white powder in sacks of beans that arrived by rail.
Mirror World News.
May 6, 4:46 America, New York. Vladimir Putin's generals, turning on each other to avoid purge as invasion falters. Just 10 weeks into the invasion and Vladimir Putin's forces are said to be firing more missiles than they expected because they underestimated how long the conflict would last, an admiral has said.
BBC News World. May 6, 4:05 America, New York. Israel hunts Palestinian axe attackers who killed 3. 3 Israelis were killed as 2 Palestinians bludgeoned civilians in a park full of families.
Time.
May 6, 3:20 America, New York. Israel says Putin has apologized for his foreign minister's Holocaust remarks. Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett said he accepted an apology from Russian President Vladimir Putin on Thursday for controversial remarks about the Holocaust made by Moscow's top diplomat.
Washington Post World.
May 6, 3 o'clock America, New York. How millions of Russians are tearing holes in the digital Iron Curtain. A tremendous surge in VPN downloads represents a challenge to Putin and his version of the Ukraine war.
RT World News.
May 6, 2:20 America, New York. FDA restricts COVID vaccine over safety issues. When limiting the Johnson & Johnson's COVID vaccines used to certain adults only, the U.S. health regulator cited potentially dangerous side effects.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines, Sky News.
May 6, 2:11 America, New York. EU's Russia oil ban in jeopardy as Hungary rejects sanction as atomic bomb for economy. Hungary has warned it cannot accept the EU's planned ban on Russian oil as it would amount to an atomic bomb for its economy, threatening to scupper the bloc's 6th sanctions package against Moscow. General view of the Petrolchemie und Kraftstoff, PCK, oil refinery in Schwedt, Oder, October 20, 2014.
RT World News.
May 6, 1:54 America, New York. NATO chief outlines security pledges for Sweden. The alliance said it's ready to deploy additional forces to the Baltic Sea as soon as Stockholm formally requests to join the bloc.
Mirror World News.
May 6, 1:18 America, New York. Russian troops threaten to murder women's husbands and send them their heads in a box. The twisted taunts were directed at women who were fleeing the Azovstal steel factory in the city of Mariupol, where Ukrainian soldiers, civilians and children remain trapped.
New York Times World News.
May 6, 1:01 America, New York. Your Friday briefing. Ukrainian forces regain ground from Russia. Surveying the damage after attacks in the city of Kramatorsk, Ukraine, on Thursday.
BBC News World.
May 6, 0:58 America, New York. Moskva sinking. U.S. gave intelligence that helped Ukraine sink Russian cruiser, reports. The Pentagon has not commented, but a spokesman said the U.S. gave intelligence to help Ukraine's defense. CNN World News.
May 6. 053 America New York, one of Taiwan's most beautiful roads has reopened. Taiwan's Southern Cross Island Highway has reopened to the public following a 13-year closure.
Mirror World News.
May 6. 017 America New York, Putin under intense pressure and could be running out of missiles, says UK Army Chief. Admiral Sir Tony Radakin said Russian President Vladimir Putin could be struggling with a dwindling stock of missiles after underestimating the strength of Ukraine's resistance.
Time.
May 5. 2236 America New York. Taiwan is abandoning its zero-COVID strategy in favor of a new model of coronavirus containment. Taipei is easing COVID-19 curbs even as its daily cases are rising, in a strategy radically different from Beijing's zero-tolerance policy that has shut down many Chinese cities and sent the economy into a tailspin.